Hello friends, you all are welcome in our Scala learning journey. So today we'll discuss what is constructor and its type. So there are primary and auxiliary constructor in Scala. So first of all, let us understand what is constructor. So constructor is a block of code that initializes the newly created object. So in Java, we must have seen that constructor is a special method that is called when an object is instantiated, right? So in other words, when we create an object using a new keyword and the parameter is passed at that time, the constructor is called, and it is used to initialize the state of an object. But till now in Scala learning journey, we have if we refer our previous class and parameters tutorial, right, where we have defined a class with parameters, but we have not explicitly defined a constructor as such. So what is the mystery? Does Scala has a constructor? So the answer is yes, it has. So let's understand, right? So Scala has a constructor, and that may be not visible to us, right? But that is primary constructor. And what is primary constructor? Actually, primary constructor is the whole body of the class. So it includes statements, expressions, member variables, whatever parameters we passed. So every class in Scala, right, by default has a primary constructor. So let's understand it by coding. Let's move to IntelliJ and do some code changes in our previous code, and let's understand how, what is primary constructor. So let's open our previous class which we have created, right, fraction class, that was companion class as well. So just double click it and let's open it. So here we have implemented a class. If you remember, please refer it from previous tutorial. So it's a fraction which performs addition, subtraction, all operations on the fraction. So let's this is the class body. So as we discussed, right, primary constructor is the whole body. So whenever we instantiate an object, whenever we create an object of this class, over here we have created and we have created over here. So at this time only, when we create an object, this whole class body is executed. So how to verify it? Let's verify it. Let's write a print statement over here. Let's write, we'll print the fraction. So here we are printing numerator and denominator. So while instantiating this object, creating the object of this class, right, this whole body is executed, then this println should get executed, and we should see on our screen this the numerator and denominator. Let's comment out this, let's execute it. So here we are for each object instantiation we should get this println, and this should be printed, right? Let's right click and run. Yeah, we got, right? So you can see the fraction is 1 by 2, the fraction is 2 by 3. So this first statement, this println, was executed when this object was created, and second was executed then y variable was created with the reference of this object. So this I hope this clears your concept of primary constructor. Now let's move to auxiliary constructors and understand its concept as well. What is an auxiliary constructor? Sometimes one may want multiple constructors in a class, right? So Scala supports this as well through auxiliary constructor. So we can have any number of auxiliary constructor in a class, and it is defined by a method named this. So every auxiliary constructor calls to some other auxiliary constructor or to primary constructor that comes textually before the calling constructor. So let's move to IntelliJ and let's understand by coding what is the use of auxiliary constructor and when we need it. So suppose that while calling a fraction, uh, we may pass an integer value. For example, 2 is an integer value, but 2 by 1 is a fraction. So by calling a fraction, we need not to provide a denominator as 1. We just can provide an integer value as 2. So if we want to incorporate that, so how to do this? So let's achieve it by creating an auxiliary constructor. So our auxiliary constructor is defined as a method only, and it is we provide a keyword called this, and in this we'll just provide one parameter, that is the numerator, when we are calling when we are instantiating this class, and this will give a call to the primary constructor, to this class. So as we learned, right, so every auxiliary constructor must call to another auxiliary constructor or to the primary constructor. So it must give this call to this. So here we'll pass n and 1. So by default denominator will be 1 because we are passing an integer value. Similarly, suppose there may be a scenario, right, where if we are passing only one unit digit, so we may not want to pass anything. Suppose this may be the scenario is not very much important, the concept is very important. So in that case, what we'll do, we can call instantiate the object of this class without passing any arguments to it. So in that case, it will call this, it will make a call to this auxiliary constructor. This one will call to this auxiliary constructor, this one, and this finally will call to the main primary constructor. So the net effect of this is that every constructor invocation in Scala like will end up eventually calling the primary constructor of the class. So the primary constructor is thus the single point of entry of a class, right? So let's create an object of it over here, right? Provide an auxiliary variable and create a new object of this class fraction, and let's pass a integer value, suppose 5. So this is not giving any error, right? So this will call this auxiliary constructor, this one. This is an integer and by default its denominator will be 1. Similarly, this is another integer, we are passing integer value. So let's create, this is a unit. We don't want to provide any, just it, we want that it should, by default it should take 1. All right. So this will make a call to this constructor. Run it. Yeah, so we got an output right over here. So this was the layer output of primary constructor what we discussed, and this is the 5 divided by 1. So this is an integer value, 5 divided by 1. So this when we have instantiated this object, right, when we have created an object of this class, that's then at that time this constructor was called, and this we got 5 divided by 1, and this one without any arguments it will call to this constructor, and we have got unit 1 divided by 1, right? So this completes our coding concept in auxiliary constructor. A quick recap: we have discussed what is constructor, what is its use, and then we have discussed constructor in Scala. We have discussed primary constructor and learned that by default all the member of a class body comprises primary constructor. Then discussed auxiliary constructor, its usage and application. I hope your concepts were clear. Please visit all my tutorials. They are covering very nice concept in Scala, and I'm referring standard books for that. Thank you.